Right. All right. So my first question here is I'm gonna do the intro after, but my first question is what has been the hardest challenge for you emotionally in this season?
Um,
Because I got a
I would
few.
say the hardest challenge emotionally
Hmm.
has been keeping my faith and knowing and being able to trust God, knowing He's going to work it out.
Hmm.
But because I don't physically see and know for myself, that has been one of my greatest challenges this season with everything that's been going on.
Hmm. That makes
And I
sense.
know He's going to do it,
Right.
but it has just been a struggle with keeping my faith and keeping my trust in Him.
Hmm. It makes sense. I think that's definitely the same thing for me, especially when I'm having this plan in my head of how I'm hoping life will go, and then it's not
Hmm.
going the way that I thought it would go.
Hmm.
And then also figuring, like, looking at everybody else get the things that I thought I would have. And the
Hmm.
fact that while I'm very happy for everyone, like whether I know you or I don't, and I, see you posting this or I see you talking about that or whatever the case may be, understanding
Hmm.
that, all right, so that's not what I was supposed to have. But coming to terms with it, I think that's the hardest challenge is to coming to terms with what I thought my life would look like. And not because I didn't try, because I know some people will be like, oh, well, did you even try? Like, some people always want what they want out of life and they really didn't give life no chance. But no, I tried. I did.
Hmm.
Like, all of my friends, they know, you guys know, like, the amount of stress that I put on it. And
Right.
for it still not to
Right.
happen, it was just like, damn, really? Okay, I guess not. So
Hmm.
that was definitely hard,
Hmm.
I think.
I
Um,
think we've all got, I think we're all in that position some way, somehow. Not saying all of our, issues are the same, but
mhm.
there's a similarity. I do believe in frequency. We all have this a similar issue, just different scenarios, I would say.
No, definitely.
You know?
When did you realize, I guess you were carrying more emotional baggage, I guess, than people could see? Like, when did you realize that, damn, I'm like struggling emotionally and I'm not even letting people know, like my inner circle, I guess? No? Because I be
Oh,
knowing.
that's kind of hard. I was gonna say because I talk to you.
Yeah, I be knowing. But even when you don't tell me, like, I was saying this to Amanda the other day, like, I could really feel when all of my friends are going through some shit.
Right. Right.
And it's like, it's very odd. Like, being an empath is very, people are like, what the hell is that? Like, how do you become an empath? It's not something that you apply for. It's just something that you just feel. Like, I can feel when y'all are just having y'all moments for real.
Hmm. I think I it's kind of hard because I used to be able to feel that as well, but I think with the extent and level of issues I've been like personally dealing with alone, I can't really feel that anymore
Hmm.
because it's like I feel like my tunnel vision is so much on like what I have going on. And to answer the question, I think like more so this year
Hmm.
has been the heaviest strain.
Yeah.
And it's like I might speak on, some things because everything is a lot to just kind of like put in perspective. But, for the most part, you're aware of majority of it. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it's just kind of like piecing everything together.
Right.
I've just been trying to figure it out. I don't know. I mean, I pray, I know if only I was to share everything with everybody, they'd be like, damn, how are you doing this right now?
Mhm.
Like what?
Yep.
But it's just it's a faith challenge for me because it's literally like, all right, well, I gotta take what I've been handed right now, and I just kind of gotta,
Mhm.
I gotta wing with what I got.
Mhm.
So I don't feel like I want to like really like complain too much
Yeah.
to people because life is happening for everybody, So I don't want to overload nobody with my troubles because I'm not expecting anybody to change or to help with them.
Right.
But it is like a release to just kind of get it off your chest, when you do. And that's how I feel, especially like when me and you talk,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, like you always need those like people around you to keep you like to get it off your chest, just to vent. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what's going on right now, and I don't know how to feel.
And you have
And
to because holding on those burdens like that is like,
Mhm.
it's heavy. And
It-
I don't care how many people will be like, oh, I don't need to tell nobody my business. It's my personal business.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, all right, that's cool. But that weight, I know for myself, when I'm able to kind of just share the emotion,
Mhm.
and even if you get me to cry,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? If I catch myself crying while I'm talking to you,
Mhm.
that is really like it coming out because it's just like, all right, girl, you holding on to some stuff that, it's bigger than you.
Mhm.
And it's okay to talk about it.
No, it is because you need to, because it's like you're gonna hold all this stuff in, and then it's like it's gonna all explode at one time. And I feel like we all tend to do that. We all tend to hold everything and bottle it in until like
Hmm.
we can't do it anymore. And then here we are losing our ever loving mind. So I don't know. What do you think, or what does trusting God honestly look like for you right now?
Wait, repeat that one more time, boo.
What does trusting God honestly look like for you right now?
Literally just waking up every day, thanking him
Hmm.
for waking me up to see another day and just asking him to give me strength to get through the day and not worrying about everything that's
Hmm.
going on that I have to worry about, just letting it go. Just
Hmm.
go through my day and get through the day, like without no worries.
Hmm.
That's just it. Because I'm a worry and I'm gonna stress myself out. But if I already gave it to him, why am I worrying? You know what I'm saying? So I just be thanking him every morning. I open up my Bible, I
Hmm.
read with the boys, and I just go about my day.
Hmm.
That's it. Because everything else is out of my control.
Right. No, that's true. That's
100% out of my
definitely true.
control.
That is definitely true because there's nothing that we could really do about, like you said. I think we're all like in this space right now. Just, I guess, just within our friend group,
Hmm.
trusting God right now with everything that's going on. Like we're all going through. The crazy shit is we're all going through some shit.
Facts.
Like there's not one of us that's like not going through it right now. But I think, like you said, us holding on to each other, being able to like call one another and be like, "Yo, this is happening, that's happening. I feel like I'm about to crash out." And it's like, okay, hold on now. Calm down. Let's bring it back.
Right, right.
Like let's not take it
Don't
too
jump off the
far.
ledge yet.
Don't jump off yet. Just, hold on now. Um, I think that has definitely helped too. But yeah, for me, definitely doing the same thing. I have
Hmm.
to pray on it and then just let it go. Although it's very hard to.
It is.
I'll be
It
like,
is. I think just the other day we was talking about that
mm-hmm.
on the phone because it's just kind of like one of those things you just like, all right, God, I know you're gonna do it, but Lord, in my now, it's like I need it now.
Right.
Like
Like I'm trying to hold on now,
I
but
need to see it now because
mhm.
I don't know. But it's like that waiting period is the hardest period, and it's that's what really tests your faith and it tests
Mhm. It builds
your
character.
trust.
Like our parents would say, it builds character.
100%, girl. Because let me tell you,
This is not the same person
just wait for
that
the
I was.
Lord.
Absolutely not. I'm not
Wait
the
on
same
the
person.
Lord. I be like, yes, I'm waiting, but when?
Right. But
At the
then,
same time, but when?
so then I guess okay, so that goes into the next one. So how do you handle disappointment when things don't work out?
Oh my
Because
God, I cry like a big ass baby. Nah, I'm kidding.
I I don't know. You crash out possibly. You have a crash out moment.
I don't even cry. I just be mad. A lot of times I be mad, but then I have to G check myself. Like, girl,
Mhm.
pause. Pause. What's wrong with you? What you walling for? Because at the end of the day, it's like, why? Like, it's not an answer that can be answered. Like, why is this happening?
Mhm.
Like, with all the trouble, not even, I said the trouble, I'm about to say trauma and problems at the same time. So I think I just created a new word, trouble.
Trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a new
With
word. Trouble
all
and
the
trouble.
trouble that has been going on,
Mhm.
why is it happening to me right now? Like, why is this season a heavy season for me?
Mhm.
And I really be crashing out. I be crashing out. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I read it, I got a letter in the mail the other day
Oh Jesus.
uh, for the IRS, right?
Oh Lord.
Now, before inquiring by calling them to get further information, what they mean I'm not getting my taxes? I said, this is bullshit. I be going off the end with it at first.
Mhm.
And then I had to read the letter again. I said, I'm gonna call them tomorrow. I'm about to find out what this is about. I called. It never said I wasn't getting my taxes. It was just stating specifically because of what I owed, they was just gonna apply my state. However, the federal hasn't been posted yet. So whatever can, cause state goes first, the
Mhm.
state
Mhm.
comes out first, and then the federal will come out.
Right.
So what happened is because the state posted itself first, they're going to take the whole state. So I'm not getting nothing from state. And that's going to literally half of that. So I know what they taking from federal ain't going to be that much. So that still means I'm going to get some money back. but,
Yeah, won't he do it? Won't he do it?
but you know what happens when you give yourself a minute and you look into things, get information
Mhm.
before you start crashing out.
Yeah. Or like give it some time. Like you ever feel
Yeah.
like a moment when you right before you about to crash out and like you just feel something that just tells you like, yo, calm down. Like it's
That
not that
has happened.
serious.
That definitely has happened to me before. And I
That
think
has
it
to be
depends on the
scary.
scenario, the situation, because I don't know. I just think it's a buildup of anger and frustration on my end. That's why I just be crashing out first and then I think about it after.
It is. But well, you have
It's a
different. It's
terrible way though.
yeah, but it's different because like everybody has their own levels of crash out and like what how much they can take before they have to, take it there. But I don't know. I handle disappointment now like
It is what it is.
disappoint like I really just be disappointed about disappointment. Like, I like and I really just be sitting here like, so what do I do? Do I just let it go?
Oh, life hasn't happened.
Like I just okay. But then I noticed more like especially when I didn't pass, customs trying to do the polygraph, I was like, damn, so now what? Like, I'm literally driving back home and I'm like, God, please be for real with me. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize either. A lot of people don't realize either, like, it's okay for you to talk. You don't always have to be, hey, God, so, da, da, da. No, I literally was going at it with him, like, What's going on here? Like, be for real. Like, what is it that you want me to do? Because I'm confused. I did everything
Mhm.
right. I did this right. I answered the question. Blah blah blah. And you still gonna sit here and tell me no? Make it make sense.
Mhm.
And I literally sat in the car. I turned the radio off, and I didn't talk for the rest of the ride. Like waiting to hear him talk to me. And it's not until I got home and I was just, and then I just kind of like heard a voice like, it's all gonna work out. I got out the car. I was like, man, slam the door. Because I was so mad. I was so
If only you
mad.
could answer and say, "My child, don't slam no doors. I've given
Right.
you."
Just like what our parents says, don't slam no doors.
Don't slam no doors in this house. Like, Dad, why?
I'm dead serious.
I worked so hard on this. But you know what? Like, I feel in with all the downs though, in a season where everything is just pouring down and everything's crumbling, everything doesn't seem right, and it don't, you're just trying to figure out like where is this gonna come from?
Mm-hmm.
When is this gonna happen? How is this gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna always be that just wait a minute, it's about to happen. But and it's gonna happen because that was like not too long ago for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally at school and I'm like, yo, I gotta park this car that ain't even mine. I'm
Mm-hmm.
paying this for this parking garage and I don't even have my car.
Mm-hmm.
I still gotta pay out of pocket to park another car. I was looking at my account. I said, Lord, I know I only got X, Y, and Z in here today. And if I spend this today, how am I gonna get to school tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, see, this is the problem. Like, this is what I go to in prayer about, but I'm like, it just don't seem like it's working. So that morning, driving into school, it was just one of those mornings. Everything just felt so heavy. So I just went into a deep prayer on my drive. I went into a praise and worship on my drive. So as I'm getting to school, I'm like, all right, but let me figure out how to do, how I'm gonna work this because I don't if I spend this, I don't got this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang, I'm just thinking hard. So I'm like, all right, let me look at my account. Let me see if they'll take half, half a pay. If I could pay them the rest, probably borrow some money for it. So I go to open up my account with the sad mindset that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like God showed me an overflow.
Period.
And it was one of those, I just started crying. I'm crying. I'm praising him. I said, God, see, and this is when you say you have to be patient and wait.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, where it's going to come from. I don't know where it came from. I had to open up my thing to see where it came from. But I was like, in the time you're not expecting it to
Mm-hmm.
happen, that's when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, it's a good thing to try to keep the faith and just try to stay stress free. Because when it always works out, it's always happened to us.
Right.
We go through those periods where we're so worried and concerned, but then once you stop, it happens. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Like real randomly, like, oh,
But this is why he says to not, you can't worry or fear because at the end of the day, all things are going to work in your favor. That's his plan for us. You know what I mean? And it does work out. So why do we worry?
because we're not in control of it. We can't when we can't see what we can't be in control of. That's when we start worrying.
Right.
Like God is there. You can see God, but then it's different when I can see you. You can see me. We can see each other. And I know
Hmm.
whether or not you're going to swing or hit me. Or I know whether or not you're about to cry something. I know when
Right.
you about to like move, or if you're going to turn or if you're going to get up or if you're going to scratch your face. Like you can see when someone's right in front of you. God is somebody who's omnipresent. So it's like, you don't know when he going to pop up and do what he's supposed to do, but it's not on your timing. You know what I mean? Like this is
Hmm.
somebody who you don't know. He's alive, but you just don't see him. So I think we don't have control over that. The smallest
Hmm.
control we don't have over that, and that just be turning us all types of left and right. So we're gonna swing it over to motherhood and responsibility. Now, I'm not a mom for all y'all who are listening yet. One day. But Marche over here is a mama of two beautiful boys, one being my nephew, one being my godson. What are some struggles about motherhood people don't talk about enough? And I'm glad I asked you these questions because I'm gonna say all my friends who are moms would really give it to me raw and be honest. But you probably the one that's gonna be on something like, no, listen here. Listen here. It ain't for everybody, so don't everybody do it.
Well, glad you took that word out. You took that little sentence out of my mouth because I was going to say that. Okay, I was. It is tiresome.
Hmm.
It's tiring. It is tiring, but it is beautiful because there's kids that rely on you. It gives you the purpose of pushing yourself harder
Hmm.
and remembering why you need to go hard in this world to make a life that is structured for them as they get older. Because, honey, juggling school
Hmm.
and juggling these kids, it's a lot.
Hmm.
And I'm only saying it's a lot because I do it by myself.
Hmm.
You know, if there was a partner involved and it's two of us, I can probably say, oh, yeah, it's tiring, but it breaks up it breaks up the responsibility because I do this half and he does this half. However, that's not that I do the whole.
Right.
So I feel like there's things people don't talk about is literally effortlessly tiredness by 5 p.m.
Right.
and your day is not over by 5 p.m. because you have homework.
Hmm.
And if not just for yourself, you have homework with the kids.
Hmm.
You gotta feed, you
Right.
gotta bath.
Hmm.
Luckily I'm able to get these boys down
Hmm.
by 8:30. One is down by 8:30, the other one is down by 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
So if I wanted to stay up late, I have a minute to myself. However, I'm down at the same doggone time because I gotta get up for school in the morning. But
Hmm.
people don't talk about the silent worries that you have as a mom. I think of as of right now in the world we living in. Why did I bring these boys here?
That's a deep question. That's
Because what's happening isn't getting better for them.
right.
It's only getting worse.
Hmm.
What did what did I bring them into? And
Hmm.
then it's like you worry about having to teach. Are they going to learn what I show them in life? Are they going to listen to what I tell them? Are they going to be able to use the discipline I give them in life as they get older? And I say it every day to my oldest, I know you got friends now, but as you get older, you won't have the same friend. We getting ready to go into middle school next year, and that's when the problems result. They arise. They become different people
They start to smell themselves like our
for real.
our parents
And
are.
that's a worry I worry about all the time as a mom. Like, yeah, I'm a strong mother, but however, it's just like you can never prevent the unpreventable.
Hmm.
Clock that. I like that. You
I
can
like
never
that.
prevent the
That was
unpreventable.
bars.
Because you don't know what's going to happen. You just
Right.
gotta forever be ready for whatever happens.
Right. 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 Right.
And it's like, damn, am I showing him to be a good kid? Am I showing him to be a bad kid? Am I showing him to be a follower? Like, you don't know how you move in life really can affect a child
Mm.
once they start getting experiences from other kids. Like, you just think you're doing it all right.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they meet different people, they see different things, and it becomes like a little mind of their own.
Right.
When they start doing whatever it is the hell they want to do.
Hmm.
So it's like you have those worries and those fears, and then you have financial worries and fears. Am I doing this correctly? Am I making the right steps and strides to get a better job and a better position that's going to benefit my kids? Yes, me, however, I can speak for myself, I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people could probably sit and say the same thing.
Hmm. No, yeah, that's true.
Who would you say in the next few years they're gonna pump the rates up out here, and it's not gonna be affordable for nobody unless you have a healthcare job,
Right.
unless you're a doctor, a surgeon, a lawyer, somewhere in the big leagues. Small jobs aren't surviving anymore out here.
Nope. It
As
needs
a
more than
mom, as
one
a
to
single
be
mom, you got kids, those are the things you worry about.
right.
Like, what's the next move to get my money up? Because I don't want my kids hurting.
Hmm. Well, that goes into the next question. What do moms need emotionally that society overlooks? Because even me not being a mom, just looking at how they're treating women, period, in this country,
Hmm.
it's like I don't understand why we still have was it 3 months of maternity leave, and that's it. I'm confused as to why that's a thing. I'm confused as to why we're still paying for healthcare. I don't understand why do we have a copay for anything? What am I paying insurance for if I still have to pay something after?
You know what? I can honestly only speak for myself with that question. What I need, sometimes I just need a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I really just need a minute. Like, don't call my name.
Don't call my name.
Don't bother me. Sometimes I just might want, a fellow a fellow companion man, if I had one. To just be like, babe, come on, let's go out. Let me let me pamper you. I need pampering.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm tired of doing everything. I'm out here buying groceries, cooking the dinner, bathing these kids, go to school, do a homework, making sure I'm getting these good grades to get this good ass job. And I don't have nowhere to turn
Right.
but to my pillow at night.
Yeah.
When after having a baby, I jump back into work so quick because I don't have the luxury of taking
Mm-hmm.
my time. I
Mm-hmm.
want to take my time.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I need an outlet. I need a legit mama outlet.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, like as far as having companion wise as an outlet. Again, like like we was talking earlier, it's one thing to have friends as your outlet. You do your own little thing here and there. That's your outlet. But to have someone there with you, like someone who loves you and cares about you and the whole bit, that's a different type of, I guess, outlet or feeling that you would want. That anybody I think would want, honestly. Um,
Yeah,
but I
give
don't
me
think
$1 million.
that
I'll
shit.
take that too.
Shit.
Let me go on a
Look,
shopping spree. Let me hop on a private jet, fly to Italy for lunch, and come back to these
period.
kids after a day or two. You know,
We are
I'll take
not
that.
serious.
I'll take that. Of course, I would love that.
Right.
But jobs, just I'm picky into what you said about being out on maternity leave. Jobs aren't offering the same luxuries as they used to back in the day. A lot has changed now. You literally get it is about 3 months to four. It depends on the job because you can take more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what you're given, I mean, with pay is about 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even when I went on a maternity. When I'm on maternity to come back and my hours dropped.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with the jobs where they're doing stuff like that to people?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying like they're really not giving the moms moments to just be a mom. Like, let her enjoy her child. Let her get back to herself. No one ever talks
Right.
about postpartum and how that feels. And people, listen, men be ready to crash out over the smallest things. Y'all lose a damn bet, and y'all ready to crash out.
I'm trying to tell you. And at least let us go out without worrying about lack of income. I want to know that once I'm out on maternity for at least 5 to 6 months, I'm coming back to the same pay,
Same
same
pay,
position.
right?
I didn't lose anything.
Hmm.
I'm just picking back up where I left off when I decided to spend time with my newborn,
Right.
but yet it doesn't give us that luxury anymore. It's all right, pack up that baby 1 month. Long as he got his shots, that baby got to go to daycare. I got to get back to work. That's unhealthy. I honestly think that is so unhealthy on women. And it's something that's overlooked all the time. And I think it's just the job are so worried about if it's just the quotas, but making sure they're staffed so they don't lose. And
Hmm.
I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
You
I
can give
definitely agree.
you can give 6 and 7 years to a job. Here it is. You getting ready to bring a beautiful life into the world.
Hmm.
They telling you, well, when you coming back? What?
Right.
I just got out.
Right. Like, when you gonna give me a second?
Right, like, well, we need you. We need you back at work. We sure. We don't got nobody.
Right.
Hire better people. You know what I'm saying? Go to the union. Get somebody to fight for the rights. Y'all need more staff. Y'all
It's,
need higher pay. Everything is lacking these days, if you ask me.
I think so too. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie about that. Um, how do you pour into yourself when you feel drained? Because we talk about society and we talk about needing somebody else sometimes to like help you get out of that rut. But how do you do it for yourself? Like, what is the thing? Some of the things you do that pours into yourself after like you've been, I guess, given to everyone else.
I
Blend
just
jow jow.
ignore everybody, girl.
Not you just ignore everybody.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta block out. I go to sleep.
Hmm. Just get away for a second.
Can I? Nope. You gotta hit people with the nopes.
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
not going nowhere. I don't want to.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Um,
Sorry. Thanks. Nope.
what I like to do is, my mom will take the boys.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'll just go out, go get my little toes done, maybe go get my nails done, go get my hair washed. It's like those little times help me feel back to myself.
Hmm.
I don't do much. You notice. I don't
Hmm.
go nowhere. So it's not like I'm about to, oh girl, I'm about to go book me a flight. And I ain't got no money to book a flight. So I gotta do the small things that I can afford.
Hmm. But I
So
think
just
also it
those
doesn't
little
always have to be super lavish either. Because I feel like we've come to a
times.
point in life or in society where we feel like you got to spend a bag in order to feel happy, or you got to spend a bag in order to do. You really don't. Like, I
Mhm.
honestly, to pour back into myself, I'm not gonna hold you. I could either do a spa day, or if I'm like not trying to spend too much money, I'm just gonna go to the park. I will literally drive myself by like the Brooklyn Bridge.
Mhm.
Um, any other park that's like by water. Honestly, it's me and water. I'm a water sign, so that explains it. But me being next to water, like, it explains it to the T. But me being next to water, and I could literally just get like a shake, or I could get like like a snack or something, and just sit there under the shade, and I'm
Mhm.
chilling. That's how I pour back into me. I have some music, I'm writing, whatever. Case that's why I be telling you, like, whenever you are just in a funk and you know I get out early, bring JoJo if you gotta bring JoJo. Let's drive our ass over to one of these parks by the bridge,
Mhm.
bridges, and just chill and sit,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
watch, enjoy the music. I also, and I got I got my boyfriend onto this. Watch, not watching, listening to smooth jazz on Pandora.
Oh, girl.
baby.
What? I be,
When the
listen,
day is when I
when
come
I'm
home,
cooking,
yes,
Alexa, play
plays
Smooth
me.
Jazz Radio.
Yes, yes, I do. Like I cannot always sit here and listen to rah rah turn up music. I can't. I know I'm already in a rah rah ass.
She turned on, actually. Alexa, off.
You did.
I wasn't really telling her to turn on.
I'm like
You heard me say,
literally on 10 all the time, having to interact with people for 8 hours, sometimes 12 hours a day. Don't
mm-hmm.
I don't want to come home and hear more people screaming at me on the radio. I just don't want to hear nothing. I want to just put
Nah, I
on
feel
some
you.
melody and just let it be and just cook and clean, take a shower and just decompress for a second. There's times I don't even want to answer the phone. I'm not gonna hold.
Girl,
I don't.
I ain't even mad at
I
you. I
just can't
feel you
talk.
on that part.
I just
No,
can't talk.
that's
I've done too much all day. But
that's a fact. I also find it like very relaxing.
hmm
Like if it's a day where the sky is literally blue, I know I'm gonna have a nice sunset outside my house. So I will literally go out there after a nice cool shower,
hmm
have a little glass of wine. I sit on my porch and I watch the sun go down.
yeah,
It's so nice out there.
it
Like
can be the
it's just the
simplest thing.
small little peaceful stuff.
The simple things that really bring you back.
Facts.
What advice would you give? I guess what advice would we give? Right? Not to just making it just
Mhm.
about us. Oh my, about you. What advice would we give to women who feel exhausted mentally and emotionally, especially given all that has and is happening right now today, like with everything that we're having to deal with? What would you tell them?
Read Psalms 91.
Absolutely. Read that at night.
I would also tell you to read Psalms 27
Mm-hmm.
and 26. Those three are in Psalms 5. Those are my four go tos that I go to on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up with 5. I start my day with 27.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I want to say by 27 and 26 is my day starters.
Mm-hmm.
Midday, I hit 91. I go to bed with 91.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wake up and I do it all over again. Because I honestly feel like that's what really keeps me in such a good spirit. Like reading, to me, reading the Bible is relaxing, it's uplifting, and you feel it, especially when you're in the era of being spiritual and you
Mm-hmm.
need that spiritual uplift.
Yeah.
It really does help. I also would say, um, find you a good friend group.
Yeah.
That means
Yeah.
so much to me. Like when you have females that are on the same wavelength, females that have goals set, that's chasing them. All of y'all are doing the same thing, but y'all are able to come and figure out, like, all right, we got to do this. Let's go out and have a brunch, or let's go out, let's go to a little day party and enjoy ourselves.
Right.
Like having a good girl group means so much
Mm-hmm.
because it helps take that weight of stress off your body as well. And like your mental means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be able to like woosah sometimes. And having good friends is a good woosahra. A great woosahra. Cause you got people you can tell like you friends with them, but they don't really care. Like you
Right.
think they care. They'll say they care, but they don't really care. You'll feel when someone genuinely cares.
Mm-hmm.
Notice I said you'll feel when someone genuinely cares.
Right.
It's not about what they're saying because you can feel energy before you hear it and before you see it.
Absolutely. I definitely
So when you out and you having a good time, it's genuine energy having a good time. Ain't no stushy stuck up shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like stushy stuck up.
yeah.
So I can't go out with stushy stuck up. And don't talk to me forever. I want to have a good time. Let's laugh. Let's dance. Let's sing. Don't be talking to me about issues and problems when I'm trying to be outside releasing that shit.
Talking about everybody that's there. Like, oh, you see what she got
Not
on? You see what
everybody
that
want
one
to go
got on?
outside for that.
Girl, like, please, enough. Why are we talking about what everybody else got on? Just enjoy the damn atmosphere. Shit.
Facts. Some people like to just go out with you so they catch up. Girl, tell me about this. Well, let me tell you about that. Not if, I don't want to hear that. If I'm gonna go out and debrief, let me debrief.
Right. That's why we
Bitch, I
call each
want to
other.
hear you say, bitch, go shake that ass. Like some shit like that. What we going to the bar to get a drink?
Right.
Like I want to have a good time. I want to release because when I come home, then my brain goes back to thinking. And
Mm.
I'm sure a lot of women go through that same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't have friends at all because they don't know how to have friends. So for the people who don't know how to have friends, once again, go to the Bible. Maybe just take yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
Be good to yourself if
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're good at doing.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
gotta have that one-on-one time. I sit in the shower some days. I don't even need to be in the tub. I'll be like, let me go ahead and take a bath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just kick back and relax a little bit. Water feels good on the skin. It's
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
Mm-hmm. And also find, like you said, finding that group of people that honestly will, do good by you. And if you
Hmm.
don't if you don't have that friend group, I definitely would suggest finding that group. Whether that be something that you both are interested in, or, you know, people that, like, I guess going to things that you find interesting, like, so going to a cooking class, going to a pottery class, going to dancing, going to Pilates, whatever it is that you like, and cultivating a group of friends, or even people that you do know at work, two or three
Right.
girls that you could be like, yeah, that could be like a part of my circle. Or reconnecting with people who you may have lost interest, or touch not lost interest, but y'all lives went different ways.
Right.
um that's fine
Right.
with that too. But just having a small group, it don't gotta be a big ass obnoxious group of friends. It can literally
Right.
be like a very tight knit four group of friends, and y'all just
And if there are people, women who aren't the party goers and brunch
right.
goers, go to the park.
Right.
I love the park by my house. Walking through the woods is so therapeutic. It is just something about the trees that just capture me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel the serene peace over me all the time when I walk through there. It is releasing and it
Yeah.
feels so good. So like go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shelly do, go to the water. If you don't like the park and you don't like bugs, go by the water. And if you're not a
Mm-hmm.
water person, you don't want to be down there, go to the mall.
It'll be
Go
something
walk
else.
around,
Right.
or to go for a drive.
Right. Go do something. Just don't be stuck in your headspace for too long. Like, even
Yeah.
feeling emotionally exhausted, I mean mentally exhausted, I even, I turn off my notifications. I've said this plenty of times on this podcast that I turn my notifications off. I don't know
Hmm.
if anybody's texting me on Instagram unless I'm on Instagram. I don't know if anybody's texting me on TikTok unless I'm on TikTok. It doesn't pop
Yes.
up, because if you're constantly connected, you're not going to know how to disconnect. So you just
Correct.
have to, like,
Yep.
give yourself that time to just, like, get away from all of the, this is what you should have by 30, and this is what you need to have by 35, and if you're not a millionaire by 25, then you're doing something wrong. Oh, this is happening in the news today, this is what happened in New York today, this is what happened in Georgia today. You're constantly, our brains are taking in more than what it's supposed to, and we're not allowing ourselves to just take in information little at a time. We're overwhelmed with so much shit. And so many people will be like, well, we don't have time to waste, and time is flying. Yes, time is flying. But at the end of the day, like you said, go back to your praying. Go back to
Yep.
reading the Bible. I read well, I have over my bed Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. And then I also
Amen.
constantly reiterate whenever something else is happening, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the
Hmm.
plans that I have for you. When I'm very confused about, like, okay, God, what's going on here? I go back to that. Okay, He knows the plans that He has for me. He knows what I'm supposed to be doing. I have this in my mind what I'm supposed to be doing, but He knows this is going to be better.
Yep.
So go back to reading your Bible. Go back to um finding out how you can cultivate and get yourself into like this softness again, to get yourself out of this monotony. Which actually I should also say that I did put together a printable soft life that you guys can get on Etsy. How to detach.
Hey, I got
That's
that for
coming. That
you.
is there. I mean, not coming. That's already there. I did that. So that is going to be on
Okay,
Etsy.
I'm gonna have to go check that out because I'm gonna
Yeah.
need one.
You can buy it. I think it's $12. I ain't make it that expensive. It's $12. I
Nice.
can download it. You can print it out. Write it as like do it as a workbook. Do it as many times as you need. As many copies of a um, certain ones that you want to write down for the week, for the month,
Mhm.
however you want to do it. But
Y'all heard her. Make sure you go get your
go
copy.
get that. Go get that. Okay. And it just basically helps with the soft, like just getting out of the constant routine. How to meditate. How to what you should do in the morning. We get so close. We're so, I guess, used to grabbing our phones. I even do it myself. I'm not gonna hold you. There's something I have to tell myself: put the phone down, pray first. Like
That's a
you just
fact.
jump right to the phone because without the text messages, you got to turn the alarm off, the whole bit. So it's like you just jump into it. But nonetheless, anybody who's mentally and physically and emotionally drained, you gotta get back to yourself. You gotta detach. You gotta break. Give yourself a break. So now we're
Get
gonna
back to
go.
God.
Right, get back to you for
Get
real.
back to God
And
because
get back
He,
to God. Yes.
you're holding it all, and I'm really the one holding you, and you have got to give it to me.
Hello.
Okay?
Hello. So now we're gonna jump into career purpose and feeling stuck. And I
That is
think we
not my
will.
area.
Yes, it
Mm-mm.
is. Girl, please. Enough. Enough. Because I guess we can basically both ask, what does being stuck emotionally feel like to us? Like,
Mm,
see, I be catching myself on my own questions for real.
most
Ah!
definitely.
What does being stuck emotionally?
Can't let it go. You can't move past it
Yeah. Yeah.
because your emotions are so caught up on it. You can't let it go.
Yeah. Like you so tied into it more than you need to be.
Right. Right.
And that's dangerous. That's honestly dangerous to be, I guess, too emotionally stuck on something, someone, somewhere, something.
Hmm.
I don't know. How do you stay hopeful when opportunities don't seem to come?
That falls into the last category of questions because
Hmm.
it's all about faith and trusting.
Yep.
Go out and get it. Shit. I mean, at the end of the day, if you tired of waiting, you got to figure out your needs. Go apply to some jobs. And go up there, go to headquarters, knock on doors. Talent acquisition. I know y'all done got 50 of my applications already. What's up? I haven't heard from y'all yet.
Hmm. You ain't lying.
I mean, that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
And still ain't got no job, but it is what it is.
It's very hard out here, and I think everybody has to like take it easy on themselves too, because it is very hard right now to get a job, and to get a job that's gonna help pay the bills. You got people working three, four, five different jobs just to make ends
Hey,
meet, and that's like, when did we? I mean, I would see if you wanted to get a second job, and it's like because you want to, not because you have to. And it's damn near at that
right.
point now where we have to do shit like that because we don't know.
Mhm.
Like one job is not gonna cut it no more. Like it's just.
Right.
But how to stay hopeful? I mean, yeah, like you said, going back to what we was talking about before, just keep knowing that at the end of the day, the struggle gotta end.
Something gonna work out.
Yeah, like my mom constantly says to me every time, she's like, I know my daughter, and I know when there's something wrong with you. So just know this is not the end. It's just the beginning. This too shall pass. That's what she constantly tells me.
Ah, my
This
brother
too
says this right there.
shall
This too
pass.
shall pass.
I'm like, I know my son.
Troubles
So
don't
please.
last always. Yes, we know. They don't last always. And you know what? It has to be. the upbringing and the deep rooted prayer of our mamas,
Mm,
our aunties, our grandmas,
mm,
because I had seen a post that said if it wasn't for them praying grandmamas,
mm,
church mothers, deep rooted, like real heavy praying folk in our family,
mm.
we wouldn't be where we are today.
That's a fact. That is definitely a fact.
And I know not all cultures stem off of straight deep rooted prayer. You have some, spiritual cultures that, they pray in different ways, or they
Mm-hmm.
worship in different manners, in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
However, you are praising the God that is getting you by. Thank y'all grandmamas and y'all ancestors and them hardcore church praying folk,
Mm-hmm.
because that means prayer goes a long way.
Right.
People
Right.
don't understand that. Prayer goes a long way. It's not just a now, a temporary in the moment thing. It is one of them things that's been praying for years. I'm praying on Josiah's kids' lives as I speak. Every day I pray for the extension of my kids, their kids, there's kids, and that's just how it is in life. If this dog don't shut up, please forgive me, but I might strangle him.
Not you by strangling. What or do you believe delays can sometimes be God's protection?
100%.
Mm-hmm. I do
A
too.
100%. Sorry, I had to get the dog to kind of quiet down a little bit.
You said
I
I
don't
put
want you
them
to
in the
have him
sweet.
on air and all you hear you ask the question. He's go roof, roof.
I definitely
Uh,
believe it is too, because sometimes we have this thought in our minds what we think life is supposed to be, and at the end of the day, when everybody says that saying, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, and
mm,
I guarantee you, he probably steady up there looking at you like, okay, if you say so, if you think so,
dog.
but I don't know. It's like sometimes you will also hear people say that they think it's God's way of punishing you too when you don't do something right.
Could be. You ain't never gonna know.
You're never gonna know until you go up there and ask him.
You will never know. That's the funny thing about God. He works in mysterious ways. You don't know which way it is. Whatever way it is, take it with a grain of salt and understand that it wasn't your time. That wasn't meant for you. You shouldn't have been doing it. Maybe you didn't need to go. There's many different ways you can look at it.
Hmm. Nah, seriously. Okay. Diving into indecisiveness, fear, and self doubt. Because, child, the way I be indecisive, it ain't funny. But do you struggle with overthinking?
Am I your friend? Yes, what
Oh God,
kind of
because
question was that?
the funny part is we all fucking do. So yes, we do. We do. That is so wild. Am I your friend? Well, yeah, yeah. You are.
Oh
That was
gosh,
funny.
that is good all the
Thanks.
time.
But we, but I think we do. We have a problem with overthinking. We think that, like, we think we literally overthink, and we try to justify it too. Like, oh, but what if this doesn't happen? What if that doesn't happen? But then you know, what if I'm supposed to do this? What if I'm supposed to do that? But then it goes back to us worrying too much. We worry about the
Mm,
wrong things too much, too often, and then what happens?
right.
So Why do you
Nah,
think
that is very true.
why do you think people become indecisive after being hurt or let down?
Why do they become indecisive
Hmm.
after being hurt
Or
or
let
let
down.
down?
Hmm.
Indecisive?
Yeah. So I guess like
You mean like hesitant?
I guess so. I guess hesitant. I guess like not sure,
I
questioning themselves. Like,
I would say people become hesitant in venturing into new environments with people, with new people
hmm
after being hurt because they have a fear
hmm
of being hurt again. And however, that only happens when you hold on to the old fear, and you have to let that old fear go though,
hmm
because you can't move forward in anything if you're continuously fearful,
hmm
because it won't ever work, you know?
hmm
So I do think that a lot of people are holding on to old issues and they're scared to move forward.
hmm
This is understandable. Don't get me wrong. There are some things that will hurt you so bad, it's almost impossible to feel like I could do it again. No, you can. You can. I'm saying this for all the people out there who may be going through it. You
hmm
can,
hmm
and you will. But you have to let yourself go through it. You have to be open to going through it.
hmm
And if you're not, that just means you're not ready for it.
hmm
And it's don't fall on nobody else. You know, some people will say, "Oh, this person, I'm scared that they might do this, or I'm scared they might do that, or what if they come in, and what if, and what if, and what if, and what if." All right, what if it can happen? Yes, it can. Let's not deny that it
hmm
can happen. Then 100%.
hmm
However, you got to go in it though to see if it's going to happen again, because you never know. It may not happen again.
Right. That is
So at
definitely
the end
true.
of the day, you can't say it will if you don't give it a chance. But I think that also stems in knowing the type of person you're going into things with. You'll know when you're going to get bullshit out of a person
Hmm
because you'll know what it is that they tell you. If you read deep enough into people, if you listen to what comes out their mouth, you'll be like, yeah, this is going to be a bullshit act. I'm not even about to waste my time.
hmm
Mm, this ain't going to be for me. And that way, you avoiding yourself from any heartache because you already know what's going to happen.
Right.
I mean, I think that's just my opinion on it. There's many people that may have a different opinion and outlook on those type of, situations. But I just think like if you read into people, listen to the things they say, watch the efforts they put in.
Hmm
Like you pay attention to key details, you'll know like, all right, this is for me.
Right.
Nah, this ain't for me.
Right. And they're gonna be loud about it too. The thing is you just
You
can't
know,
turn your blind eye from it. You gotta
facts.
you gotta hear when the signs are very loud. You gotta hear when God is showing you the signs too. Cause He gonna do that. He gonna show you the signs multiple times. He
Mm-hmm.
gonna wave that red flag in front of your face a million times. And I think a lot of the times we just don't believe it. We don't think it's something that is there. But it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. But I do feel like people do become a little indecisive as to whether or not they want to, I guess in a sense, give love a chance or give, a career a chance or give just any situation that has made them second guess
Mm-hmm.
whether or not they should go about this again or not. But
Right.
um it does make sense. But I think after a while you also have to, like you said, let it go. You have to move on from it. Because if you don't, you're gonna always remain indecisive and you're never gonna move and you're always gonna overthink things that don't need to be overthink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overthought. Yeah, overthought. That's there you go. Um, but what helps you regain confidence in yourself? Like, what do you do whenever you're feeling low? And then you be like, hold up, wait a minute. This is not me. I'm not. No, wrong bitch, wrong woman. What makes you regain your confidence?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I be getting fed up sometimes. I be like, ah, fuck this. I'm
Oh
out of here.
God. I think for me now, like it has gotten to a point where I have to tell myself, like, bro, you are not the same person you were years ago.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, that was your old way of thinking. You
Right.
don't think that way no more. Like, you've
Mhm.
learned from all the things that you had to learn from. The route in which you thought life was going to go didn't go that way, but you learned a lot of lessons to
Mhm.
get you to possibly align right back onto the path that God told you to go down in the first place that you didn't want to.
Mhm.
So, I think in any situation, it's me telling myself, like, you came too far for you to not believe in yourself.
Mhm.
You've proven that you can get yourself out of situations
Mhm.
that you may have put yourself in, or something else may have happened, or whatever the case is, multiple times. So
Mhm.
what you really getting frustrated for? What you really getting mad at? And even for you,
It's
it's like,
that reflection. Yeah.
right, even for you, it's like, you know what you're doing. You know, like,
Correct.
you're not the same Marche years ago. You know that you're
Mhm.
not the way you react, or how you probably your outlook on things, how you interact or involve yourself with certain people, or where you hold yourself at now is completely different from what you probably would have done 5 years ago.
That is
So
true.
I guess reflect. I'm dead. The harmony, the reflection is definitely, I think, helps with building your confidence back up.
Yeah.
Cause your standards and
Reflection does help.
everything. Yeah, your standards are a little
Reflection
different.
100% does help. I will say that. It definitely does help. And
Um,
just sometimes you gotta check motherfuckers and be
that's
like,
a fact.
yo,
That's a fact.
gotta look in that mirror.
Mm-hmm.
After you kind of have your moment of, you gotta get back and be like, you that bitch. Wait a minute. You are that bitch. Okay? Don't te- don't let this motherfucker, or don't let them, or don't let whatever happen, put you in this mindset. No, 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 no.
Right. Don't break
Pack it,
character.
pack that feelings up,
Mm-hmm.
put that shit to the trash, and keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm. No, seriously. So the last part, faith and trust in God. Have you ever felt, or have we ever felt like God was silent during a difficult season?
He's never silent, so I can't say that. I just be rushing things, and I want things when I want it.
I felt
So
like God was silent, and I had to tell myself that he wasn't,
hmm
because I kept feeling like, why is everyone else getting something and I'm not getting anything? Like, bro, I'm talking to you. Like, what's going on? And I think he gets mad when I call him bro. So I don't be saying it like bro, like you my dog, but like
Yo,
you
bro,
are my dog.
listen.
But it's just like, I when I get frustrated, I'm just like, um, dad, father, hi.
You gotta
Um,
come nice with it.
I gotta come a little nicer. Like, what's going on here? Why am I not hearing anything? I definitely used to think that. Like, even just
Because he
recently.
don't have to answer us
He don't.
when we want him to answer us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never thought he was silent. I'm just like, yo, why isn't it happening right now? I need this now. He's like, are
Mm-hmm.
you yelling at me? Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. That I
I'm
am.
sorry,
Respectfully.
but I am.
Respectfully.
Like, I need this today. And I don't have to do this today.
Right.
Why not? Why don't you? Why don't you want to?
Because you're gonna mess it up.
Because. Exactly.
You're gonna make it up if I
Everything
give it to you
takes
now. Mm-hmm.
time. It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my timing. It wasn't your timing to get that blessing when you wanted it right then and right now.
Right.
And this is why, to piggyback on the very first beginning of the topics, when you mentioned about faith, that falls into it too. It's like I know I have it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, man, I'll be trying, but it's that wanting to know in the now that really gets you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Not,
ain't never been silent,
yeah.
cause I done seen little small things even when I thought like, all right,
No,
I ain't
seriously.
gonna get it. Let me just
Seriously.
try to
This is why
figure
I
it out
also
myself.
said
You
like
know?
making passwords with God is really a thing. Like
Hmm.
I know me and Amanda have done it. I don't know if you've done it. I'm not sure if
Hmm.
Nelly has done it either, but where I literally saw a TikTok and I feel like I brought it up to all of you, but I just said make a password with God. This girl was
Hmm.
on TikTok and she said it was just something random. It could be a color, it could be an animal, it could be a person saying something, it could be anything that you want. And that password with God is like your confirmation to know that He heard you. And it's going to be so random. When I tell you the randomness of that password was like, oh, okay, got it,
Hmm.
thanks. And it's like you're not paying attention to it at all. It literally just comes in your face and it's just like, oh, okay. Thank you for
Hmm.
answering me. Because like it just clicks. Like the password just clicks in your mind, like, oh, I remember I said that. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Hmm.
And you either will smile or you'll cry or you'll just be like, hmm, all right. But I used to feel that way. I used to feel like that was like God don't listen to like to nobody. I wouldn't say I was very much so an atheist. I was just because I went to church and I believed that
Hmm.
there was a God, but was my relationship with him there? No. It wasn't until I feel like you go through something that you then start to develop that relationship, and then the relationship also teaches you that I'm not always going to talk to you when you want me to talk to you. I'm
Hmm.
listening to you, but I'm not always going to respond. So that's, that's one thing. How do you think we keep faith when there is, well, I guess that goes the same thing when there's no clear answers? How do you keep your faith going when he hasn't answered you? Just knowing that's going to happen one day.
Basically.
Because that's what he's done before. Like it's going to happen one day.
It will happen one day. I ain't gonna know when, but it'll happen.
Mhm. And then what does surrender truly mean to you? Like when someone asks you or they listen to this episode and they be like, "Listen, I heard you guys. Y'all all said great things. Y'all both said things I could definitely resonate with. But how do I truly surrender to what to God?"
You gotta give your whole self, your whole you, your whole everything.
Mhm.
You gotta give 100% fully you. You
Mhm.
gotta let him know, like, God, I'm ready for you
Mhm.
to take over my life. I'm ready for you to come into my heart. I'm ready for you to use me as a vessel. I'm ready for you to walk me through this life, and I follow. You lead, I follow.
Mm.
There ain't no questions. There ain't no second thoughts.
Mhm.
There ain't no what ifs. It's 100%. I prayed. I gave it to you. I'm following. I'm waiting on you. Stay fast.
Right.
Fast. Read your Bible. Go to church. You know what I'm saying? If you're a churchgoer, if you're one who watches church on TV, listening to it on the phone, on the radio, however
Mhm.
you choose to minister, whether you do it on a Sunday, Saturday, Monday through Friday, whatever it is,
Mhm.
it's literally giving completely and 100% you to God. You are repenting. You are, a lot of people, I done seen people who are in church every Sunday go back up and they want to be rebaptized
Mhm.
because that's just them saying, God, I'm ready for you to come into me fully. Because you could do it.
Mhm.
But we done made so many sins in our life. Like,
Mhm.
rebaptism is actually an important thing for all of us to do, I think.
Mhm. Mhm.
because you can ask for forgiveness, but how real are you about it?
Right.
I ask myself that all the time.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be a great example. I pray, God forgive me for the sins of yesterday, the ones I know and the ones I did not know, the
Mm.
ones that I'm getting ready to commit and I don't know. Why am I praying on stuff ahead of time?
But see,
Obviously, I know I'm about to commit some sins. You get what I'm
right.
trying to say? So, like, I know
Exactly.
I need to be rebaptized
Mhm.
100% fully in
Mhm.
order for my leading and for my fellowship and my worship to follow through the way I want it to. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Right.
I know that doesn't mean I won't get blessed.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I do give God the devotion in my time. I do give him my energy. I do give him me. But
Mhm.
I didn't get he's not getting all of me. And I could say that outright. I'm not a perfect person. However,
Right.
to get all of me, to give myself to God fully, I need to be rebaptized. And then once I'm rebaptized, I need not to continue the things I'm doing now.
Right.
Then I need to
Right.
follow the walk of God 100%.
Right. Are we
And
going to
that's for
this not your
people
typical
who's
tour?
ready to do it though.
Are we gonna go to this not your typical tour?
That's the one you sent, right? In the group
Yeah.
chat, I think it
Mm.
was. Yes, I would like to go. When is it? I gotta look back at the
12th.
flyer.
The 12th.
The 12th of what?
June. It's on a Friday.
Oh, good dear Lord. Everything is in June.
I'm
This
telling
June
you,
is
June
trying
is
to understand.
packed.
Why is June so busy this year?
I don't know.
Why,
It
JoJo? Can you
felt
answer?
what you said.
You said, nah. Just made a noise.
Okay, so we gotta decide if we're gonna do this or not. It's in the city too. It's at 7 o'clock, but it's on Friday at 7.
I would love
Nonetheless,
to go.
okay. I want
How
to go
much are
too.
the tickets?
41.
Okay, that's doable. I like that.
All right, so let me know when you get your.
I could
I
pay
can get mine.
$41 to go see God,
Let
okay?
me.
Because I got some things I got to talk about.
Hello, hello,
I got some prayers I need answered.
hello. So let me know when you get your ticket. Look at see. This is a what? This up. This be our problem. We be derailing from a different whole new
Well, I'm
topic.
about to go online after we get off the line, and I'm gonna go on and get my ticket because I'm going to see God.
All right, just let me know because
Hmm.
I'm gonna get mine
Clock
too.
it.
But
Clock it.
I guess for me to answer that, it's to surrender. When I surrendered, I was in like I was spiraling. I was literally spiraling. I was just not in the best place at all. And I literally had a box that I got from the mail. I don't know what the hell was
Hmm.
in it. And I wrote on a piece of paper in my little apartment. The blinds were shut. It was like super dark in here. And I'm crying and I'm writing down everything that I'm just gonna surrender to God. I'm writing down like my career, throw it in the box. My love life, throw it in the box. All of my sins, throw it in the box. Everything that I tried to control from high school all the way up until that point, I threw it in the
Hmm.
box. I got on my knees, I prayed, I cried like a fucking babe. I should be saying fucking while I'm talking about God. Um, I cried like a baby. And I literally just told God, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. I'm putting all of this in the box and I'm giving it to you. And what you
Hmm.
decide when it's supposed to be right, how I'm supposed to do it, I'm gonna continue to do my part. But and my part was just basically showing up. My part was just reading the Bible, which I think a lot of people don't realize too, that when you do surrender, you still have a part to play in. It's not like
Hmm.
you just sit there and you just twirl your fingers and wait for something to happen. No, you don't do that. You continue to read the Bible. You could continue to learn. You continue, like you said, watch sermons online. YouTube University is like the best free university that you can watch a sermon, or you can listen to a podcast or something like that to help you
Hmm.
gain this, clarity that you want out of what it means to surrender and what it means to just like give yourself up to God and let him handle it.
Hmm.
And it is a bumpy road too. When you surrender, it don't mean that you ain't never gonna try to get yourself back into your old ways, or you're not gonna, you know,
Yeah.
dip your head out of the closed door, like open the door a little bit to see what's out there in the hallway. You are gonna look, but you'll see how the surrendering and how the growth and how once you continue to read the Bible, and like I'm saying, from where did I start at? I think I started in Matthew. That was like my first one that I opened was Matthew. And then I continued on from there.
Mhm.
And my relationship got closer and closer. I didn't care to open up that door all the time. That door could stay shut. I didn't really care what was in the hallway because it's like, for what?
Right.
For me to go back to the
Right.
same things that didn't work out? It didn't work out
Right.
the last time. So what makes me think it's gonna work out this time?
That part.
So
You know what? I think that's what I need. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Lord, I'm about to repent, and I'm really about to be one whole with you, Jesus. Because you know what? I think this is what He needs
yeah,
from me.
from all of us, from every one of us. Like it's all of us having to redo it again. Like I haven't read my Bible or opened my Bible to like intentionally read it until like 3 days ago. And it was like from then it was like maybe 2 weeks or so. I would read
And
the
I
word when
read
it
my
popped on my phone.
Bible.
Yeah.
I read my Bible, but I need to fully give my life to Him. That's what I need to do. And I didn't, you don't realize it until you start really talking about it more. And
Mm-hmm.
that's for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I think in my now, and I'm gonna be real blunt because this is my set, like my problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck with still wanting to live life. You feel me?
Right.
I still want to drink. I
Mm-hmm.
still want to have fun. I
Mm-hmm.
still want to commit a little sin from time to time, the nonchalant one, you know? But I know
Right.
that that's not how we supposed to be living life.
Mm-hmm.
And with me having kids, what you do now as a parent for when
Mm-hmm.
your kids have to get older. See, I'm a firm believer that you have to be careful
Mm-hmm.
how you move as an adult,
Yeah.
like when you have children.
Mm-hmm. Because they're
Because
watching you. They're looking
they
at
are.
everything you're doing.
It plays a major part in. I don't want to be that mama.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be like, my mama go to church. All she do is pray. My mama
Right.
don't party. She don't drink.
You
She
don't
don't
party,
this.
you don't drink.
Meanwhile, in the back, y'all like, you ain't know what your mama used to be like. Eh?
Right.
Your mama was outside. She said she was outside. So I do want to get myself 100% because when you do, God sees that. He acknowledges. Hey,
Jojo, I know you are not cutting up over there. What is he doing?
I'm gonna have a podcast talk, and you're interrupting. See, and this is the devil. He want me to get mad. He want me to get mad right now, but I'm not even gonna get mad because he's a kid, bro.
He trying to get
He's
all
just
types
trying.
of
He's trying to
attention.
finesse me.
Hmm. He said, "What?" Jojo is funny. That boy is too funny. So, what would you say? I guess last question. What would you say to someone who feels like God's forgotten about them?
He didn't, baby. Don't think like that. He didn't forget you.
Now he's laughing, Jojo.
He didn't forget you. God did not let forget you.
Hmm.
It's just not your time right now. So you just gotta wait.
Or maybe he's waiting for you.
Woo! Hallelujah. That could be it.
Maybe he's just waiting for you to come knocking on his door. Like,
You can't keep waiting on God because God could be sitting back talking about something. I done been open this.
right.
I'm waiting on you to walk through.
This invitation was open a
Ooh,
minute ago.
ooh. I just spoke to myself on that one. Clock that. See?
Clock that.
I'm walking down the aisle this Sunday. That's
Because
right. I'm giving all of
honestly,
me back to God because you know what?
because it's
Hmm.
honestly a thing. But this is why I want us to go to that event with my. So my pastor, for all y'all who don't know, my pastor is Keon Henderson. That's one of my pastors. Another pastor I like is
Shout out
Sarah
Pastor
Jake.
Keon
Period. The
Henderson.
Lighthouse Church down in Texas. And then the other pastor who I also listen to is Sarah Jake Roberts. That's who I listen to. So he's gonna be in New York June 12th. No, this is not a
Mhm.
promotional situation right here. I'm just letting y'all know if y'all want to go. June 12th, he's gonna be and it's called the what is it called? The not so or not your average tour or something like that, right? Not your typical tour, sorry. And it's on Friday in the city from 7 to 10. So I always like whenever I listen to his sermons, I feel like okay, he's talking to me. Sometimes I feel like he's not. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you.
Mhm.
But then majority of the sermons that he does give, I'm like, okay, that was for me. Okay, that resonates. Like I feel a connection within through the TV. So I'm like, okay, until I get to Houston, I found out that he's coming up here. So I'm like, all right, I definitely gotta go. But I'm definitely gonna go to
Mhm.
Houston, and I already told Marsha when we dragging all the girls on Sunday right before brunch. Right before I turn up, we are gonna go to
Oh, Lord,
church.
forgive us for that ahead of time. Please, Jesus. These are the one of the moments I say, forgive us for our sins.
No, but it's like we honestly, but I feel like too, like I don't I know like God doesn't want us to like drink like because we're not really heavy drinkers. Like are you a heavy drinker like that?
Girl, speak for yourself. You ain't talking about me.
Okay. Well then I
Because I'm a drink you under the table. That's what I'm saying. I
no.
got some things I really need to let go of.
I'm not a heavy drinker. Like I never been a heavy drinker. I can drink here and there. I think I've only been drunk maybe one time. And that was my 21st birthday. And I'm about to be 35 next month. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like the hangover feeling. I don't like any of that. So I think, within moderation, you can enjoy yourself. But I think you enjoy yourself in a particular way. Like you just not wearing certain things anymore. You're very conscious of who you hang around and what you dance to
Mhm.
and how you dance and how you like I said, how you dress. Like you're just not showing
Mhm.
too much skin anymore or whatever the case may be. Like it's just certain things just don't align with you anymore. And that's not to say it's
Right.
by a certain age you have to have that because I get tired of hearing people say that like, oh, you're of this age now, so you shouldn't be. How do you know that? Like how do you know this person wasn't like this their entire life and now here they are at this age and they're finally feeling free and this is why they could do what they could do. Like why y'all so judgmental?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is why maybe I should wait till I'm down the aisle. Because once I lose this weight, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm showing belly.
Oh my god. You said I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm showing belly. I might not be showing everything, but I'm gonna show some belly.
But you
Okay.
could wear like a crop top. That ain't like nothing
No, no,
crazy,
no, no,
crazy.
no. Listen, I got the little fupa pack.
I'm not saying
Okay, I
that. I'm
got the
talking about
little
when you
muffin
lose
top.
it. I'm
Yes,
saying when
I
you
am.
lose it.
I know. It's okay. I forgive you.
No, I forgive
But
you.
I'm gonna show a little skin, and it's not gonna be a lot because
But
I've
it's
never been. Even when I was a little smaller, I was never crazy about showing skin. But
hmm
that's just because I grew up wearing skirts below my knees to church.
right.
So, with that being said,
Now she out. She outside.
just a little bit, just a little bit, not too much.
So the last question, the last question. What would you tell the younger version of yourself? I would tell my younger version.
Take your time. What's the rush? Ooh. I would have told myself to just go slower.
Mm-hmm.
Stay focused. Don't lose sight. Don't get distracted. Because it's easy to be distracted out here these days.
Right.
I would tell myself travel more.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell myself save your money.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in school.
Mm-hmm.
But above all of that, put God before any and everything. Because
Mm-hmm.
there was a period I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There was a period I wasn't.
Yeah.
But when I realized that being out there alone ain't it,
Mm-hmm. You needed
that
him
ain't,
more than anything.
I needed him. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would tell my younger self definitely take your time. Um, take the advice from your parents because they were right.
Stop.
Your parents,
all the
oh,
time.
they really were. They were right the whole time. And I think because we have this mentality, so I guess anybody who has younger sisters or siblings or kids, or just anybody who you know that's in high school that just graduated this year, congratulations to them. But I think they can
Congrats.
also
Definitely.
hear from us that um when we tell them you have to listen to your parents, honestly. It sounds like, man, they don't know what they're talking about. Man,
So
this, this,
cliche.
they just, yeah, like they don't know. Like they young, they older, and no, they really do. They do. We were your age. We were your age. We know exactly what we thought we knew, and then here we are now. So it's like definitely listen to your parents. Definitely focus more on um yourself rather than wanting to have kids and be married by 25.
Facts.
And
Facts.
that's a big one. And save your money for sure. Definitely stop with all the spending because you're not going to wear those clothes again as much as you think you are.
Mhm.
um but yeah, like take your time, like just slow down, just stop thinking that everything has to be the way that you think it's supposed to be at this exact moment, because it's not. It's going to happen how it's supposed to, and if it doesn't, then that means something better is going to happen.
That's true.
Period.